Here, I'll start the recording now. Today we're going to make some chili. All right, very simple dish, not too overcomplicated. We need some still recording. All right, we're going to need some chili powder, some cumin, a little bit of red chili flakes, crushed red pepper. We can do some cilantro. Yes. And we'll use fresh garlic today. All right. The first step is, of course, we want to brown off our meat. So it would be nice to have thawed out meat sometimes, but that doesn't always work in the kitchen. You can pop it in the microwave to thaw it out if you want to, and immediately cook it, which I will do. Pop this in the microwave and hit 4. So I'm going to be using ground turkey and ground beef for this chili. When that one comes out, yes. I don't know. So I want to show you all the ground beef, frozen meat, and the water trick. Again, get your meat in, it's frozen, pop a little water at the bottom, it'll create steam and it'll cook. Hot, cold lunch. Free lunches, I'm hot or cold people. You're welcome. So pop a lid on it like that. And again, that water is going to create steam. That's going to assist in aiding in the defrosting of our protein of our ground beef today. While that is defrosting, and y'all see I got stuff everywhere. So stuff that we're not using, let's go ahead and put that away. All right. So whatever you're not using, just go ahead, put it away, get it out of the way. Make that a standard practice for you. Bring that trash can over here, please. All right, and everything else, we can start to get that cooked off, okay? We can start to get that cooked off. And I'm going to get another pan going. Oh, I'm put the same thing. Put it again, perfect. Now we're going to get another pan going with the ground turkey in there. Different size pan, but it's okay. I don't want to cook these two items together, but I will add them together into the same pot. But the turkey needs to cook to 165 degrees, while the beef needs to cook to 155 degrees. You could do them together, but I want to make sure that the turkey, the poultry, is actually fully cooked before I marry those two together. All right. Same trick, just a little bit of water. Water creates steam. We'll cook off the water. Now, it'll take a little time, but we're just going to keep an eye on it. As it starts to defrost, we will, I will take some of it out, shred it down, shred it down, shred it down, and then season it, add it all back together to the same pot. To avoid this, ladies and gentlemen, just go ahead and let your meat defrost so you don't have to do this. Just let it defrost some, or you can defrost it in the microwave. I'm not necessarily a fan of defrosting stuff in the microwave, but I'd rather do it this way than put it in the microwave. Let's just say that. But it'll work itself out, as it always does. Okay, so for this dish, we are going to need some diced onion, some diced bell pepper. You could use some celery. And for the life of me, I don't know where my celery went, but it's okay. We'll make do with the diced onion and bell pepper. As always, we need to wash our hands as well. Before starting, washing your hands after handling raw meat and whatnot as well. So chili is not really a hard thing to make at all. It's really, really easy. Sound check, can you all at home hear me as well? Should have did that first. Can everybody hear me at home? Next week, I will do the super beef stew, as I call it. I'll do that next week. I'll start fabricating the items for that beef stew today as well. That beef stew does take at least a couple days to get together. Takes a couple days to get it together because of the items on there that I add to the beef stew. All right. So again, we're going to small dice our vegetables, okay, that are going into our chili. And you all can still see me. Class, can you all still see what's going on? Do I need to adjust the camera for the vegetables? Yes. Okay. So we're going to small dice our onion. Go in between, like such. Okay, as you can see, our ground beef is doing what it's supposed to do. That's what I want it to do. Finish dicing up this onion. This one, I love it. There we go. Ground beef is almost done. It's getting there. Turkey's being a little stubborn, but we'll get there. So we are here. Just drop that back in there. No big deal. Okay. So I have my onion. I'm gonna just scrape this onto the sheet pan. There. On a small dice our bell pepper as well. What do y'all think so far? Do you like it, not like it? Interesting. Wish you could actually do it. Yes, me too. Next year will be different. Somebody says it's smelling good. Yes, it is. Wait till we get that onion and garlic and bell pepper going. Now, if you're the reason why I threw the top away is because it had signs of spoilage on it. So when certain vegetables, if it has signs of spoilage, like it's growing mold, you can just cut that mold off. Okay. Some vegetables will do that. All right. Cheese does that all the time. So you just cut the mold out the cheese. Don't throw the whole cheese away. All right. Come on. Interesting. Very, very interesting. So these are bell peppers that I'm cutting, small dice. These are considered mild peppers. Also, FYI, people, you all still owe me cooking assignments. There were a total of 3. We have about 16 days left in school. Please get those turned in. I will be uploading your final next week as well, so that you have time to work on that. I am going to rough chop some tomatoes. They're not going to be as pretty as everything else because they're going to cook down and pretty much cook into the sauce. Sorry, into our chili. Some of y'all are probably saying you could have just got chili in the can. Yeah, you can, but it tastes like chili in the can. Ground beef is just about done. That means our turkey will be just about done as well. Our turkey's doing beautifully as well too. Turkey does have a lot more moisture in it, not as much fat as the ground beef. Yeah, but our turkey's almost done too, so we're almost there. And again, to avoid having to do that, just make sure that your meat is thawed out. So I don't like to necessarily keep everything thawed out because plant things might change with the way things are doing, and I don't want things to spoil. Okay, so that's why some of my stuff is not thawed out. I will have to start doing the preparation on the beef stew for next week today. So I will be recording those bits as well. And you'll see why when we go through the video. I was speaking with another chef today, and it's like, chef, you always cooking spectacular things for your middle school students. I was like, yes, I am. And it's like, I don't even cook like that at the high school. That's like, I understand, but I want my middle schoolers to know that they can do spectacular meals at home. And I want them to get the opportunity to see this stuff So it may spark their interest when they move on to high school to do something else. Okay. The techniques are most of the techniques will be the same. Okay. Most of it will be the same. All right, so here's my ground beef. I'm gonna let that chill on the side for a little bit. I'm gonna do the same thing with the ground turkey, because everything's gonna get added back into this pan, okay? So let's start building flavor for our, what are we making again? Chili, yes. Honestly, y'all, I knew that. It was just a question for you. So I want to get some garlic in here. About a tablespoon of garlic went in there. We're going to put go ahead and get our cumin in there. That's what's going to give it our chili flavor. And again, I'm treating this kind of like we did with the curry. I want to cook that spice out. I want to activate it again. Get our chili powder in there. Perfect. Now we'll get our vegetables in here. Let's get just a pinch of olive oil. Don't need a lot because we had the fat from the beef in there. Is this how everybody makes their chili? No. Everybody doesn't make their chili like Chef. We're gonna let our vegetables cook down. Go ahead and add our tomatoes in there as well. Get everything nice and happy in the pot. Add just a touch of cilantro. Just a pinch of, just a pinch of red pepper flakes, because not everybody wants their chili to be spicy. Okay. And I'll say about 1/4 of a teaspoon, and that's it. I'm going to add just a touch of onion powder as well. Maybe about a tablespoon. Our turkey should be done. And we need salt. Always salt. Salt enhances our flavors. Yes. Give that a stir. Okay, how's it smelling here, audience? Smell good? Yes, no, maybe so? Okay. All right, so we're going to get our turkey. Turkey is done. So leave that off to the side and we're good. So again, we're just waiting for our vegetables to cook down, get a little soft. Then we'll add our meat in. We'll season our meat. That's when our vegetables will get a little softer. They're releasing a lot of moisture as well. So we're doing really well. We're doing quite well. We'll add some black beans. Black beans are good. I'm using Bush's beans, so they'll be nice. Didn't rinse them off. I just put them straight in. You can rinse them. It's a preference. Okay, it's a preference. So right now we have a vegetarian chili. Okay, if we wanted to keep it all vegetarian, we could add some tofu in there, or just keep it like this. We could add some vegetable stock to it as well. And we're going to be thickening our chili with, usually chili would be thickened with corn flour or masa flour. So we can use a little bit of flour and water, which will be called a whitewash, and that'll thicken our chili. It will change the taste just a little bit, but it's what we have, or I might not even use it at all, but it's okay. So I want to spread out our meat here, because what doesn't our meat have? It does not have any seasoning on it whatsoever. So we're going to season that with a little bit of salt. And what's the other go-to seasoning? Pepper. And we'll use a little bit of garlic. And we're good. I want to taste it, see how we are. And that will work. All right, any questions? So I'm gonna bust this meat up a little bit. And just so it's not all in a big clump. And I wanna put it into our chili and let all the flavors soak in. And I just put it in a food processor on low. Gotta be careful about that because you don't want to turn it into mincemeat. Now, just because this meat has a little bit of red in it, it will continue cooking, okay? Don't, I understand some of y'all like, oh, chef, your meat isn't done. I know this is going to continue cooking, okay? You'll continue cooking. Now, this meat is going to soak up all of that moisture that was just released by our vegetables. And we're going to have to add some moisture to it so it can get that chili flavor. We're not at chili yet. Okay? We're definitely not at chili. We're going to add enough liquid just to cover our chili a little bit more. Okay. And then I'm going to flavor that liquid with either some chicken or some beef stock, beef base. I believe I have beef that's open, so we'll use that. Okay, anybody want to come look in the pot? You can. So that is roughly 8 cups of water. Okay. How's it smell? How's it look? What's it look like? Chili? Just needs to cook out, right? Okay, just so I can get that nice thick chili flavor. What's it smell like? Chili, right? How's it look? Does it look good? Okay, good. I see y'all over there. Y'all be like, Chef, you can't cook. You don't know what he be doing. So I'm gonna add a little bit of chicken base to this. Maybe about, we'll start off with a tablespoon. Now you have to be careful about these bases that you use, because they are really, really salty. Really salty. They have a lot of sodium in there. So I'm going to bring that up to a boil, reduce to a simmer, and that's pretty much it. Now we're going to serve this chili with the greatest thing ever. What do y'all like with chili? What else? What do y'all like? What else? Did somebody say crackers, cornbread? What else? Which put it on? Yeah, what else put chili on? And or fries? Oh. Yeah, y'all put your chili on fries? Right. I was thinking like a kid. I'm gonna add some beef base to this as well too. It's got a nice taste to it. It's not too spicy. There we go. That's better. Y'all want to come taste the chili? Y'all can taste the chili. I'll get a little spoon, get a little taste. Oh yeah, that's it. Come on, get some spoon right now. All right, any questions? What's your question, Sasuke? Are you just saying yes as far, what were you saying yes to? So we're gonna let this boil. We're gonna bring it up to a boil, reduce to a simmer. I'll probably thicken it up with a little cornstarch, cornstarch slurry. What y'all think? It's good? Okay. It's not quite done. It's just got to get that chili thickness. And I'll achieve that chili thickness with a little cornstarch slurry and cook it out. And we'll be done. So that's our chili today. All right, so we are almost out of time. As always, it is my absolute pleasure to teach you all. Do not sign out. I need to take roll. So do not sign out.